Hi there, this is Renee Dupuy. That's Abby.
Hi.
And we're going to give you a little taste of our next workshop, which is on November 20th at 7 p.m. in Cypress. And the theme of our workshop is Finding Your Own Edge.
And so today we're going to show you two poses. We're going to demonstrate them just like we'll be doing the night of the workshop, to show you where our own edges are and how we practice that in our own yoga practices. So the first pose we're going to show you today is headstand, a pose that really scares people. Everyone just assumes that they can't do it, so they don't even try, but there's a lot of different modifications for it. And so we're going to show you today. That's my baby in the background. Sorry about that. We're going to show you today where each of us find our own edge in headstand and why we do it, where we do it, and why we feel comfortable there. So Renee's going to start showing you a modified version of headstand where she feels comfortable. So to start out, she's going to get into a downward facing dog position, tucking the toes, lifting the hips towards the ceiling, and then she's going to come down onto the forearms. This is called dolphin pose for those of you who are familiar with it, clasping the hands in front of you, making sure that the shoulders are still back and the spine is still straight up in line. A lot of times when people get into dolphin, they jut their shoulders forward, which we don't want to do. So if this is where you are in headstand, this is where you are, and this may be your own edge for today. Pose is still really intense on your shoulders, so it is still doing a lot of work. If you want to go further, you can start to bring the tops of the hands onto the mat so that your palms are, other way, tops of the hands, yep, so that your palms are interlaced and facing up towards the ceiling, and then you're slowly going to put your head into your hands. Now, most of the weight is still going to be in your arms, your forearms, through your shoulders. And if that's where you're comfortable here, then this is just the next step. So from here, what she's going to do is lift one leg up towards the ceiling. This is just a modified version of headstand. She's totally in the pose, but she's still got one foot on the mat, which you can see on the camera. One foot on the mat for stability and support so that all the weight isn't in her head or neck. If you have a neck injury, you can go ahead and switch the legs. So you're going to alternate the legs in this pose. So she's just going to go at her own pace and do that. But if you have an old neck injury or even a shoulder injury, this is usually where you want to go with it so that you're still protecting your head and neck. No sudden movements, sudden jerks, and not as much weight on your head and neck. So while she's alternating, I'm going to show you my version of headstand. And Renee can kind of show you a little bit of the form while I'm doing it.
As you can see, she started with kicking one leg up, keeping that balance on the mat. What you can't hear is she's breathing really well through this pose too. So one thing that we tend to do in these is as we're striving, we forget to breathe very often. And then for both of us too, as we come up, we take our time coming up because all of that blood just rushed to our heads and our forearms and our hands. And we want to take our time coming up so that we don't get dizzy or lose our balance. So
that's headstand. We'll be going through it at the workshop. We'd love for you to join us.
Excellent. See you at 7 o'clock, Rooted and Rising.